This is Chicago's very own WGN News at 10.
A local seminar with scholars and public officials from around the world are here in Chicago to talk about uniting against the next terror attack.
They're meeting privately to discuss a variety of topics, including suicide attacks, weapons of mass destruction, resilience, and communication. WGN's Julie Unruh shows us how the group hopes to better prepare for, or maybe even prevent, the next terror attack.
The place? University of Chicago. Inside these storied halls, the best and brightest from Boston to Bali and everywhere in between, gathered to talk about terrorism. They're coming up with helpful solutions for cities of all sizes in the event of a terrorist attack.
Those are practical solutions for crisis management, for public communication, and for public-private partnerships.
Robert Pape is founding director of the Chicago Project on Security and Threats, or Cpost, and he's hosting this global group on campus. Guest speakers are taking their international security experiences and putting them in one room, hoping to create a database assisting with the battle against radical terrorists and right-wing extremists.
Terrorist attacks can now occur locally and have global implications through the networks of social media and also terrorist networks.
Pape says the United States and other countries need a network solution to deal with a network problem. That means when the attack on Christchurch in New Zealand inspired an attacker 6 months later in El Paso, Texas, Pape wants to see cities worldwide connect to help, to share, and to teach from their experiences. He wants them to talk to each other to combat the evildoers.
Can we think more about deterring WMD terrorism? I think that's probably understudied.
Yes, weapons of mass destruction. The rise in suicide bombings, also a topic at hand. But one of the main focuses over the two-day seminar, to discuss how bad actors are out looking for the next 9/11 and trolling social media to do it. It's been a game changer in counterterrorism. This elite group of terrorist specialists is referencing the Boston bombing of 2013, the Paris attacks of 2015, the Bali bombings in 2002, not to mention other attacks in Jakarta and London over the past 10 years. They all agree partnerships between nations makes the difference in our climate today.
I went very quickly with a group of I led a group of British people. We went to Paris quickly after the Charlie Hebdo attacks and again after the Bataclan attacks, and went to learn the lessons of what the French had to deal with, what had worked and what had not. As a result, driven by David Cameron, we got our police service to change the way in which it structured its firearms response. And so when there was an attack at London Bridge in 2017, the speed of response was phenomenal and saved many people's lives.
And finding ways to take what are largely considered big city problems when it comes to terrorism and preparing smaller municipalities for the shift the experts believe is coming. But there is more than just preparing when an attacker is successful. There is also repair to be done.
In the United Kingdom, when we talk about resilience, we mean the ability to respond and recover from an event of whatever kind to the state you were in beforehand. And in the case of terrorism, that is the greatest defeat for the terrorists.
Julie Unruh, WGN News.